On the boat, park myself down. Everything's fine until all of a sudden we get into the channel, and the boat is rocking and rolling. And so I'm trying to get up to get some water, and I'm just going like this and this. So I said, well, I think I'll just sit down and I'll get some water. So other people were getting sick, and I was thinking like, oh, I don't want to get sick. I got another hour to go before we get to the Fort Jefferson. But anyway, all of a sudden, someone looked out and they said, "Land ho, Fort Jefferson." So we were able to go out on the boat and look at it. And I'm going to give you, this right here is Fort Jefferson at a distance. You can see the menacing weather. We finally got up onto Fort Jefferson, and it really started to calm down, the waves and everything, thank God. So, anyhow, as you can see Fort Jefferson, right here, they're doing a lot of work on Fort Jefferson, because what had happened is that there were some iron shutters, and the iron shutters rusted. So now they have some masons helping out to fix it. Here I am coming around the moat, but I think what the most important thing that I felt about the Dry Tortugas, Fort Jefferson, was I looked at this relief right here, and this is a relief of someone who had died. And again, like we said, Dr. Mudd was the sentenced physician on the island. And what happened with Dr. Mudd was that in 1867, that awful yellow fever, that darn mosquito, killed 38 people at Fort Jefferson. Now, in this relief, it is of one of Dr. Samuel Mudd's classmates at Georgetown College, and his name was Dr. Smith. He was 30 years old when he died, and unfortunately his little son, who was 3 years old, died also. So it really made me think about some of the people getting motion sickness. That was nothing to yellow fever. Now, another thing about the island, there's lots of birds, but not in the winter. But I was able to see the majestic frigate bird here, and then there was an owl. Now, the owl was not listed in my brochure, but they were all very excited about the owl that came over, either by boat or flew. I don't know how about that. So anyway, here's the masons. They're helping out, fixing up the fort. And then right before it's time to leave, about 3 o'clock, what happened was I went into the gift shop and bought some souvenirs. And I said to the person, you know, it's really hard coming over here on the channel. And she said, well, you really should go to the Dry Tortugas in the summer. So I talked to one of the passengers on the ship, and I said, you won't believe what I just heard. And so the passenger said, well, went up to the skipper and said, you know what, she's told me that it's better to come in the summer. And so the skipper said, yes, we have really good salesmen. And I wanted to mention also that in 1869 that Samuel Mudd was pardoned. But I didn't know that I would ever pardon Kevin, the salesman. But anyway, my proposal is for us all to go to the Dry Tortugas in the summer. And anyone who's interested in doing that, I want you all to go and talk to our president, Larry, afterwards, and we'll sign up. And I have one other thing to conclude, and this is written by Rudyard Kipling from The Explorer. Something hidden, go and find it. Go and look behind the ranges. Something lost behind the ranges. Lost and waiting for you. Go. Captain?